So is OpenAI really going to go bankrupt in 2027, or is this just another lie pushed by the media? Keep in mind, everything in this video is factual. I will be linking everything that I talk about down below. There will be sources for everything. I did a good amount of research to make sure everything is either primary or at least very close to being primary source. Everything that's opinionated, I'll make sure you know that it's opinionated, and let's move forward with the video. So if you're like me, you've probably seen recently that there have been headlines saying that OpenAI could potentially go bankrupt by 2027. This personally gets me very excited, and it could get you very excited as well, seeing that the genie is out of the bottle and a lot of people want it back in the bottle. On Instagram, this source suggests that OpenAI could potentially lose $14 billion by the end of the year. From what I've read and from what I understand, this is a pretty reliable source and a lot of people get their information from here, but of course it is biased and it could be just propaganda. At the beginning of 2025, OpenAI had about $17 billion in cash and securities. The goal was to generate about $13 billion by the end of the year, which aligns with their goals to be profitable by 2030. However, they missed the margin by quite a lot and only made about $9 billion, leaving a massive loss of about $8.5 billion in total. That's from this source, and from this source, it says that OpenAI actually expected about an $8.5 billion loss that year. This source supports the same thing. According to this source, losses are supposed to be raising a massive amount to about $40 billion by 2028. The main thing OpenAI has been making money off of as of lately has been their subscription service to their premium version of their chatbot. This netted them about $4 billion last year in 2025. Another very large piece of income that they made was directly from Microsoft, who assisted them with about $300 million. That would come from this source. Now, you got to keep in mind there are a lot of things working for OpenAI right now. They are a non-profit at the moment, which is meaning they're not trying to make any money at the moment. However, there's been talk of them moving to more of a profitable business model, like most companies are. According to this source, OpenAI had a 16% increase in profitability from 2024 to 2025, which still follows their path to be profitable by 2030. According to this source and their sources, I couldn't look at it because it had a paywall. When they moved to being a traditional company that is for profit, they could net about $500 billion. Take this with a grain of salt though, because that is a lot of money. And according to this source, they have signed leases to build 5 more data centers, which they hope will profit them about $400 billion. Though you have to take this with a grain of salt. Again, it is most likely a bubble that we are in, according to the data, and if you guys would like me to talk about that, I can also make a video about that. That wraps up pretty much this entire situation. It's not a big deal, really. Honestly, if you want to, you can dig into it yourself, look at the details, look at the data. If I had to say my own personal opinion, I would probably say they're not going to go bankrupt by 2027. If they switch to a for-profit business, there's a good chance that they're just not going to go out of business. They make entirely too much money. They are the original founders of this whole AI bubble, and I just genuinely don't see them popping it for no reason. Will they make as much money as they say they want to? I don't think so, but then again, these are my opinions. These are not facts. If there's anything you want me to talk about, leave it below. I'll do a lot of research looking into it. I'll talk about politics, anything that you want answers on. Shit, even video games. That just about wraps it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please stay informed and do your own research, and do not take everything I say for true hard facts. I do my best to do my research, but you have to take everything with a grain of salt. All sources will be in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you can. Consider making a comment, consider liking, and I'll see you guys next time.